Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I want to talk about these two gold trades that I took. Even though I ended up the day on a negative, these were to me good trades. So this was a 2.5% loss and this was a 1.1% win. So total for the day I am minus 1.4% for the day. All right. Um, 1.4% for the day is negative 1% for the day is my goal. For the past 30 videos, I've been talking about how risk management is the biggest factor in trading, and I'll continue to talk about because to me, I've made some terrible mistakes with risk management, and after correcting it, after learning exactly what it means, I've been able to change my trading. Okay, so this right here, 2.5% is essentially my goal. If I want to lose or I'm up to losing 2.5%, something more than 3% is already like I'm already like stressed out. And all of my trades have stop losses, and they're all calculated stop losses. Um, and I'll be very honest, if I'm looking to trade, for an example, if my goal is to trade $100 million, am I really going to lose 10% in a day? Am I really going to lose 15, 20% in a day? Um, if I am like a degenerate, I'll lose that amount, but I'm not. I want to do this for the long term, and I really want to trade with more capital, and that means I have to manage my risk to the point where I'm either having so low stops, like stop losses, or I'm break even on a trade. And of course, my winners have to make sense. So for this trade right here, my thought process was basically I was looking at this level right here of a support. As you can see, something like this is a level where you have multiple rejections from this area, right? You have like you're rejecting from this area, moving higher. So once I saw, let me zoom it in. Once I saw that we had a bullish close above this area, and then this candle right here, basically indecisive candle, and we had this gap right here, I thought to myself, all right, let me take a trade above this area. Stops was going to be below right here, and ride it all the way to close the gap. So my goal essentially was to close the gap right here. That gives me about uh 15 point actually 25 points as a take profit, and so a little bit below uh 1 to 2 risk to reward. Not great, but the reason why I had taken the trade was because I had another entry right around where I lost, or around where I had like right here, and I had a very tight stop about 5 points, and I doubled down on this second position, and I ended up getting taken out of both of them. Now, if you ask me, oh, why didn't you put the stop below here? Because it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense for me to just keep doing this with my stop loss, and I'll be losing more and more money. So my stops was, around here. I don't remember, around 5-ish. And my take profit was around right here, which then my second entry would have given me about 34 points. And since I had doubled down on that position, essentially it would have made almost 100 points in one trade, which is definitely great. Like, really great trade. Like, this would have been at least 10% like 1 to 4. Um, but then again, lost at 2.5, great. And then right here in the morning, I saw price basically maintaining this range right here from this high, uh, right here. Let's just do this and this low. And I just looked at it and I was waiting for like a confirmation, and was already after 7 a.m. So right here, and I just said no, I'm already good for the day. It's already 2.5%. And then after that, we just boom shot up about 80 points, like 79 points, which is a literally wonderful move. Right now we rejected this area. So right here, resistance, we rejected this area and just have been following this trend line to the downside. That's when I decided to enter, basically on the 15-minute time frame. So let's zoom it in right here on the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute, you have multiple candles just maintaining this level right here. You have one bearish candle, the second one closing underneath these like on the left right here, this closure is right here, and then this candle kind of pulled back. That's when I entered. The risk, actually the risk is about 7.6 points. So 7.6 points for my risk. Good, good stop loss, and my take profit was way down here. So that gives me almost a 1 to 3 risk to reward. And if I would have been taken out on this trade, this would have been close to that 3% day that I was talking about. But I was very confident on this trade, so I just let it play out. Essentially closing after this excuse me, this huge volatile move right here, closed at around 11 points on the trade and left me with a 1.1%. All right, so this is it, guys. The two trades ended up the day on the negative, but there's still a whole week of volatility ahead and good trades. All right, so I'm not stressing myself out over a 1.4% day, and just keeping my head high and going for more winning trades. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure you click the like button down below and subscribe and leave a comment as well. All right.